been speculating about the future of Mika Häkkinen, and now we know the double world champion is going to take an unpaid year off next season. He will be replaced by Kimi Räikkönen, the exciting rookie. He becomes David Coulthard's new partner at McLaren.
Mika Häkkinen will be replaced at McLaren next year by Kimi Räikkönen. Häkkinen describes it as a year off, but Räikkönen is clearly McLaren's long-term preference, and it remains to be seen if Mika will ever make a comeback.
I'm very happy for myself, and this will be an interesting year next year, but I'm also very thankful for Peter and for Sauber, because they give me a chance to come Formula 1, and then in the end they let me go.
He's clearly incredibly competitive, but at the same time still on the learning curve. The art is predicting the curve. You know, how steep is it and how fast is he going to go up it? And if you've looked at the past and if there's momentum in that process, then the outcome is inevitable. He's going to be a race winner, and he's going to be a race winner very quickly.
This year, Räikkönen has been using Ferrari engines in his Sauber, and they've had ample opportunity to assess his talent. They offered him a race seat in 2003, but he didn't want to play number 2 to Michael Schumacher, so he declined. Ron Dennis can't hide his glee at putting one over his main rivals.
It's the first time that what goes round has come round, and what I mean by that is that Kimi has no interest in being a number 2, and there was an offer. It did see him staying at Peter Sauber's for another year, but whilst on face value a move into, or a potential move into one of our main rivals was pretty unattractive when it was clearly labelled you will be a number 2 driver. And as I've repeatedly said, there's a lot of positives to having equality in a team, and this is one of those practical moments of being able to demonstrate it.
3 lights. You know what's coming, don't you? Ready? You ready? Let's go! Fantastic start by one of the Benzels. Ralf Schumacher challenges Barrichello. Michael Schumacher's got a poor start, but Ralf is motoring into second place, and he hits Ruben Barrichello. Huge accident! Oh my goodness! Ruben's rear wings off. There goes Ralf Schumacher. And I think I'm going to have to restart it. There's an absolute yes. And one of the Bennetts is on fire. That's Jenson Button. Martin.
Total carnage. It started with Ralf hitting the back of Barrichello, flying into the air, and then everybody shunting behind in sympathy. Schumacher, Michael that is, was slow away. They won't fix that car, Jenson. You'll have to jump in the spare car. Unfortunately, that spare car is set up.
Michael Schumacher wins the 2002 Australian Grand Prix. Wonderful performance by him. Juan Montoya is going to finish in second place. He's 24 seconds behind on the road. And Kimi Räikkönen, on his debut for McLaren, will get the final podium position.
Kimi, welcome to the club. How was your first podium?
Oh, it was good. Of course, the podium is always good, but it was quite a difficult race, because all the things what happened through the race, and I'm very happy still.
How did you see the accident, the start accident?
I just didn't have much time to look what was going on. I just saw that 2 cars shunted to each other, and I just tried to avoid them.
So what's the Finnish way of celebrating the first podium?
I don't know yet. We need to look.
That's a blown motor from Räikkönen. We assume it looks that way. It's coming through it's coming through the left bank exhaust, and it seems as if Räikkönen, he was squirming around in that last corner. Maybe he's losing some oil, and I think a lick of flame under there too. Is that right? I saw briefly.
I think it is Räikkönen, is it not?
Yes, it is. Räikkönen braking too late into turn 4. It seems, oh, lucky that didn't roll over. I think he's damaged his right. Yes, he has. broken the right rear suspension. He is quite obviously going to be out of the Grand Prix. Raikkonen pulls out of the Grand Prix. 5th place man, Kimi Räikkönen. Ted, what can you tell us?
Martin, right down here, no explanation. His engine was still running. He had gears. He's getting out.
Literally fell off. That rear wing just almost seemed to tumble off the back of the McLaren. Again, Raikkonen able to keep the car in control. Maybe he had a presence of mind to sense something had gone wrong. He maybe felt it. There's the back of Raikkonen's car. You can see Irvine comes past as he makes his way back to the pits. I mean,
it's one of the McLarens, I believe. Indeed it is. It's Kimi Räikkönen.
Kimi Räikkönen, that's a big blow for them. They very much anticipate the reliability was there. Didn't want to foresee any problems
For the
from warm-up.
chicane, yes indeed, look. He's gone up the inside and just couldn't slow down. And no problem, it's not Raikkonen's fault, all Barrichello's fault. Raikkonen perfectly entitled to turn in. Wouldn't really be expected to be looking in his mirror at that turn-in zone. Barrichello got frustrated and you lose. Do that here and you lose. Absolutely all down to Rubens, that one. Just too late on the brake pedal, and that has damaged the left rear too. Here we go again. That's damaged the left rear of Raikkonen. I'd be very surprised if it hadn't noticed.